Hi, welcome back to Camp K9. For any of you who have been following me, my eye is feeling an awful lot better now. For any of you that haven't been following me and this is the first time or haven't seen any of my recent videos, I kind of got pecked in the eye by one of my chickens, and I don't know which one. I know it was one of the reds. I was bending down, putting some food into the coop, and she just came from me from the side, and she just pecked my eye. I don't know why, but she did, and it felt like I had an ulcer. You know, when you, yeah, very, very light sensitive, and I was meant to be going away on my spiritual dog retreat this week, so I was really upset that I couldn't go on that. And I've basically been hiding in my bedroom. Badge is down here. Hey, Badge. Badge? Hello, darling. Oh, I thought you wanted to be on camera. You're not making noises. As soon as I turn away, he'll probably start again. So yeah, I had to hide away in my bedroom with all the curtains closed and dark glasses on and my phone. And what was that? Did you say something? Wasn't me, Mummy. Wasn't me. With my dark glasses on and my phone and my see. I wasn't going mad. And my screen down to the minutest amount of strength on the brightness, but it's now been no, it can't have been 7 days, 6 days, must have been 6 days since it was done. And yesterday I drove for the first time. It's dry, it feels dry and slightly irritable, but it's not sensitive to the light anymore. Maybe the tiny weeniest bit, but it's not overly sensitive to the light anymore. Anyway, enough about my eye. You don't want to hear about my eye. Let's go have a look at the chickens. Good morning, ladies. How are you? How are you doing? Are you well? What would you like to do today? So if you follow some of my videos, you will have probably been wondering, what is that doing in the chicken coop? What is that doing in the chicken coop? The chicken coop has basically been extended to allow them as much room as possible, and because of that, duck the Christmas lights that are still up in September. Because of that, we've utilised, you can't see me because we've utilised some of the areas we've been storing stuff in. So for example, here, you've probably seen in the past, was a pile of stuff that was on its way out from the house, but hadn't quite made its... Look at this! Oh, they were just jumping up at me. There we go. For their food. They're not that hungry. They've got a feeder. They've got a feeder over there, and it's full of food. They're not that hungry. They just want what's in here, but they don't want what's in here because what they want is they want mealworms, and they think I've got mealworms, but I haven't. So one of the things that was over here was a damaged bed. It got damaged in a little water leak we had in our central heating system, and it was on its way out, and it had just been put in the garden on its way to be dismantled and burnt and everything. And then I kind of thought, maybe this might be handy as a raised bed. I'll hold on to it just in case. And then what's happened? We've taken on the chickens, and this area has been extended, and oh look, wonderful perching area for the chickens. Not only that, underneath I have been putting some of my composty stuff, and the chickens can come in here and they can scratch through it I put some of their feed on there, then it starts them off a bit better. But basically, yeah, they can scratch through this and they can get up here and they can roost up on the top and poo down into my waste. Speckles, she's never with the rest of them. So I have the chickens trained, bucket trained, which makes it really handy to move them. More handy than getting the temporary fence out. Which means I can easily move them from one section of the garden, come ladies, to another section of the garden. Ladies! Come on, ladies. Look at them, aren't they good? Aren't they good chickens? Come on, ladies. Good girls. So, what I also have them doing is working on... Oh! I'm going to have to get myself a proper video equipment, I think, and not just a phone on a selfie stick. Come on, ladies. Oh, wow. Blue, did you make it all the way around the outside? Come on then. So they're doing a good job working on these beds for me at the moment. It's the same every single day. I set this up and I try and take a video of it, and they're more interested in the camera than they are in doing their job. Well, they're a little bit wary because one of the dogs has just walked in. She couldn't care less about them, but they're a little bit wary. We'll move her out, don't worry, and then you can relax and do your own job. Come on, what's this? Come on. What's this? So together we've been working on... Can you see them? Where's the camera pointing? So together we've been working on this bed here, and we've also been working on this bed here and this bed here. So generally speaking, they've been doing a pretty good job here, whilst I have been busy clearing out all this area around here from various buckets that were... I had various things planted in that I needed to get emptied and put into the compost heap, or burnt in the case of blight in my tomatoes. But mainly it was squash that had come to the end of its time that needed to be dug up and emptied out and put away. I've got a badge in the background there, my disabled dog. He dug himself a little pit in that corner yesterday, so he is on his way back to that corner, I think. He likes watching chicken TV. That's one of his things he likes to do. Where are you off to, my baby? Hey? Where are you off to? You gonna say hello? Yeah, they have started working on this bed as well, but that's not what she's doing. She's trying to escape the dogs at the moment. They haven't quite learnt that these two are not interested in them whatsoever. But if I want to get the beds dug by the chickens this morning, letting the dogs distract them is not going to work. So I think I had better sort these guys out so they can get on with everything. Charlie dog, what are you doing in the chicken coop. The chicken run. Hey? What's Charlie doing in the chicken run? He's probably after chicken food. He, as in the kitchen leftovers, because Charlie has a taste for pretty much anything that comes out of a kitchen. Don't you, Charlie? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, especially fruit and veg, don't you? Which goes to the chickens, doesn't it? He does get his own fruit and veg, but he has been getting a little bit less, I have to say, since I got the chickens. They do tend to get most of the fruit and veg leftovers. None too clever. Blue, go down to the gap in the fence, sweetheart. Come on, this way. This way. This way. Come on, ladies. Good girl. You're such a clever girl, Red. Yes, you are. You're such a clever girl. Yes, you are. Who's a clever girl? Blue. Blue, this way. Blue. Blue doesn't have very many brain cells. Blue, come on. Come on. Ladies. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. She's going into shit panic because they're getting mealworms and she isn't. Go the other way. Other way. Other way. That's it. No, you're going the right way. You go. No, keep going. Keep going. Stupid chicken. So I can't get her to go down into that corner because the gap's too small for her and she can't see it and she thinks I'm trying to corner her. So we're going the long way. There we go. And she will oh, she's going the really long way. She could have just popped over there. She's gone all the way around the back there. But she'll be with them. And now there's a disagreement. Don't boss her around. That was poor Speckles. This one here. She gets picked on a little bit. Good girl. You go and that's it. You climb right up to the top, darling. Go all the way up to the top, baby girl. Show them who's king of the castle. Go on, up you go. Right, meanwhile, Blue has completely forgotten the point of coming over to this side of the garden. They do amuse me. They really do. I have them well trained in the fact that if they see me, they come running to the food area, back to their coop. But I don't always want them to do that because sometimes I just want to video them doing what chickens are doing. So I gave them the run of this section here because I wanted them to work on some of the weeds that I had here. Now they have done quite a good job. There is quite a lot less here than was before. All of this section along here looked like that section there, but they clearly have got tired of doing this job. So you're a bit close to that fence. Next door's dog has got a keen interest in the fact she can hear you, or it might be the fact that she can hear me, to be fair. This is just a pile of sticks, branches that have come down from the willow, which were making their way into kindling, but with a few planks added to it, it became another obstacle in the chickens' enrichment. They do really love or seem to enjoy the varied environment. And hey, I've got to store this stuff somewhere. So why not make it an area that they can enjoy at the same time? Someone's after my shoelaces. And over here we have an old mirror, and no one's really looking in there at the moment, but this is one of Speckles' favourite places. If I can't find her, poor Speckles. If I can't find her or can't see her at ease, then I normally look for the mirror, and I'll find her perched in front of it, preening herself. She does enjoy that. So this is one of my raised beds that I've now pulled everything out of. I had carrots in here, and I had parsnips and spinach, and some lettuce that blew. And basically I've not got round to replanting it yet, and I've just been letting the girls have a go in here. I've been putting some of their waste from their coop into this bed, and I'll put some of their food down on the bed, and they'll come and they'll scratch around for the food, or even later on in the day when the food's all gone, they'll come up here and they'll scratch around and look for bugs and things like that. But they're doing a pretty good job. You can see some little bits of old squash that didn't pollinate properly. They're just hunting at the moment for the food that I sprinkled down, but there you go. They'll start to scratch around, and they'll poop on this whilst they're hasn't been too much poop on here, to be honest. I think, again, like I said, I think it was in yesterday's video or the day before, if I was to cage them into this area, or I'm even considering putting the coop on top of this area so that their poo will come straight down from their perches when they're roosting overnight, and they will and then go straight into the ground. Blue is normally quite camera shy, so to get any of these shots of her is quite amazing. Right, clearly next door's dog is frustrating my girls, so I'm going to go and sort them out. So it was lovely to speak to you again. If you want to see more videos like this, please do leave some comments. I do like to know whether you want to see more chickens, more dogs, more gardening, or anything else, more of anything else that you've seen videos of. If you want to meet each of my dogs, I can, and pets, because there's the cats as well. So we've got the dogs, the cats, the chickens, we've got the doggy daycare, we've got the vegetable garden. So if you want to see any more, pause for the helicopters going overhead. So yeah, if you want to see any more of any of those things, do leave comments down at the bottom, and please remember to thumbs up, like the post if you do, and subscribe if you want to see more. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.